Hello students, good morning to all of you and welcome back to online teaching classes Divine Public School, Mohanapur, Gorakhpur. Today in this video we are going to study the second part of the verb tenses, that is the past tense. Now my dear students, let us try to understand the forms, aspects and structures of past tense. As you know that there are four aspects and forms of past tense. These are past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Now come to the first point, that is past indefinite tense or simple past. The simple past is used to describe an action, an event or condition that occurred in the past. For example, I played, he or she played. Come to the affirmative or positive sentences of simple past tense. Use second form of the verb. Look at the rule: subject plus second form of the verb plus object. For example, I played cricket, he walked. Now come to the negative sentences. Use did not to make sentence negative or to change sentence affirmative into negative. You have to use did not plus first form of the verb, then object. Now look at the example. We did not drive a car, he did not play cricket, I did not work. Here in these three examples, you can see here one thing is common: did not. My dear students, don't bother about the subject. Whatever the subject is there, either that is a singular number or plural number, first person or second person or of third person, use did not plus first form of the verb, then object, and full stop. Now come to the interrogative sentences of simple past. Use did at the start. It means you have to use did in the beginning of the sentence, at the end use question mark. For example, you can see here, did he tell a lie? Did he win the match? Did I not speak the truth? Look at the note. Always use first form of the verb after did. And in interrogative sentences, after subject you have to use first form of the verb. Now come to the past continuous tense, that is the second point. Past continuous or progressive tense is used to describe actions ongoing in the past. For example, I was playing, he or she was playing, you were playing. In these three examples, you can see that if the subject is singular, you have to use was and ing form of the verb. If the subject is of plural number, you have to use were, then ing form of the verb. Now come to the affirmative or positive sentences of past continuous tense. Use first form of the verb plus ing plus was or were. Now look at the note. Use was with subject like he, she, it or I. With subject like we, you, they, use were. Now look at the rule. subject plus was, verb plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. I was playing cricket. I was playing cricket. He was taking exercise. You were walking. You were working. So these three examples you can see here of different the subjects of these three sentences are of different number and person. First sentence, the subject of the first sentence is I of first person. The subject of the second sentence is he of third person, and the subject of third sentence is you of second person. But I is here used as singular, that is why we use was plus ing from the verb plus object. In second sentence, he was taking exercise. He, she, it or any name, they are of singular number, that is why we have to use was with them and ing form of the verb, then object. You were working. You know that here used as plural number subject. With plural number subject, we have to use were plus ing form of the verb, then object. Now come to the negative sentences of past continuous tense. Use was, were and not. We were not driving a car. He was not playing cricket. I was not working. Now, my dear students, you can see here. If you understand very well about these three aspects and forms of past tense, that is affirmative or positive sentences, negative or interrogative sentences, so you can easily change interrogative negative sentence. So one thing I would like to remind you, after helping verb was or were, you have to use not and then first form, then ing, then object. Now come to the interrogative sentences. Use was or were at the start. At the end, use question mark. You can see the example. Were you telling a lie? Was the farmer plowing? Was it not raining? Here in these three examples, you can see there you is of plural number subject, that is why were is used as a helping verb, and the farmer in second examples you can see that is of third person singular number, so was is used as a helping verb, and third sentence was it not raining, it is also of singular number subject, that is why we use was with it. So why they are used at the start? Because you are going to change the sentence into interrogative sentences. So in interrogative sentences, these helping verbs was or were will be used at the start, in the beginning of the subject, and then first form of the verb plus ing plus object. Now come to the third point, that is past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is used to refer to actions that took place and were completed in the past. For example, I had played, he or she had played. He or she had played. Now, my dear students, one thing I would like to make you very clear that in past perfect tense, you do not think about, you do not have to bother about the subject. Whether the subject is of singular number or plural number, of first person, second person, or third person, just you have to use had as a helping verb and third form of the verb, then object. Now, come to the affirmative or positive sentences of past perfect tense. Use had. With had as a helping verb, use third form of the verb. Look at the rule: subject plus had plus third form of the verb plus object. I had played cricket. He had taken exercise. You had bought the ticket. You had bought the tickets. Now, my dear students, in these three examples, in these three sentences, you can see one thing is common: had plus third form of the verb. So, whatever the subject you are going to use, with that subject, use had as a helping verb and third form of the verb, then object. Now, come to the negative sentences. Use had not to make the sentence negative. For example, you can see, we had not played cricket, we had not sold his house, they had not finished their work. Here, in these examples, you can see that one thing is very common: had not. So, whatever the subject you are going to use, with that subject, put had as a helping verb, then not for making the sentence negative, then third form of the verb, and then object. Now, come to the interrogative sentences of past perfect tense. Use had at the start. At the end, use question mark. For example, you can see here, had you bought the tickets? Had the farmer finished his work? Had you got prize? In these three examples, you can see here, had are used. In these three sentences, had are used before the subject to make the sentence interrogative. If these helping verb, that means if the helping verb is used before the subject, then it will be interrogative sentences. As you can see here, had you bought the tickets? Had is used before the subject, and after the subject, third form of the verb is used, and then object. And in second example, had the farmer, farmer is of first person subject, third person subject, and of singular number. That is why, to make the sentence interrogative, use had at the start, and then after subject, third form of the verb, and then object and question mark. In third sentences, you of second person pronoun, and that is plural number subject, but still had is used, and then third form of the verb, and then object as a prize. So, don't bother about the subject, just write the subject and with that subject use had as a helping verb, and if you use helping verb had before the subject, it will be changed into interrogative sentences. Now come to the past perfect continuous tense. That is the fourth and last point. The past perfect continuous is used to indicate that a continuing action in the past began before another past action began or interrupted the first action. For example, I had been playing. He or she had been playing. My dear students, come to the affirmative or positive sentences of past perfect continuous tense. Use had been as a helping verb, then first form of the verb plus ing, and the most important thing is that you will get since and for. Since and for are used in this tense. But one thing I would like to remind you, since is used for point of time and for is used for period of time. Since is used with morning, evening, noon, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, since last night, and with fixed date, with off date, and for is used for duration, for period of time, for 1 week, for 1 month, for 1 year, for 2 years, for decades, etc. Now look at the note. We use had been with subject like he, she, or it. Use had been with subject like I, we, you, they. It means that whatever the subject is there, you have to use only had been and then base form of the verb plus ing. You can say that ing form of the verb, and to denote time use since and for. Now come to the rule and look at the rule. Subject plus had plus been plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. I had been studying since morning. He had been taking exercise for 2 hours. It had been raining for 2 days. In first example, in first sentence, my dear student, you can see there is point of time, morning. There is morning, that is why since is used with morning. In second sentence, 2 hours, that denote the period of time, that means duration, that is why for is used in second sentence. In third sentence, for 2 days, that is also a period of time or duration, that is why for is used with 2 days. Now, as I told you, you don't have to bother about whatever the subject you are going to use, either that is first person, second person, or third person. If it is singular or plural, just you have to use had been plus ing form of the verb and then object, and right after that since and for to denote the time or duration or point of time. Now come to the negative sentences of past perfect continuous tense. Use had, not, and then been. It means that between had and been you have to use not to make the sentence negative. For example, you can see there, We had not been playing cricket since morning. We had not been selling his house for 1 month. They had not been finishing their work since noon. It means that here in past perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense in negative forms, we use had, then not, then been, then then uh, first form of the verb, then ing, then object, then since or for to denote the time or period. Now come to the interrogative sentences of past perfect continuous tense. Use had at the start, at the end. Use question mark. For example, had you been reading this book since morning? Had the farmer been finishing his work for 2 hours? So, my dear students, you should know that if you are going to change your uh, sentence into interrogative sentences, then you have to use had before the subject, and then right after the subject you have to use been, then ing from the verb, then object, then since and for to denote the time, that is point of time or period of time, then question mark. Now it was all about the past tense, and I hope that you will understand well and try to understand, try to see this video. If it is any doubt, then you can contact your respective teachers. Thank you for watching this video.